Yo, what's going on, gang? What's happening? Still here? We're still here. Give thanks every day. I just wanted to tell you about something very quickly, yeah? Crafted London got in touch. I think they might have seen me wearing some of the stuff or whatever, and we now have a partnership together. So they have come on board as a sponsor of the podcast, which is super sick to me. Now, that also means that I get to bust you on something. So all you gotta do is go to craftedlondon.com and you can use the promo code Hcpod and you'll get 15% off. They do, for me, like, you know, if you look at some of the podcasts before, you'll see me wearing a whole bunch of the chains. As I said, I like the subtlety kind of vibe. Do you get what I'm saying? They do chains, earrings, bracelets, all of these type of things. And it's good stuff. It is just good stuff. So yeah, like, get involved in that. If you get some pieces or whatnot, take a picture of it, send it to me. Let me see how you rock it and whatnot. And we'll go from there. Crafted London, thank you for coming on board. I'm gassed about it. I can't lie. Anyway, in the meantime, between time, enjoy the rest of the show. In fact, is there anything that you would like to see? Is there anything that you like see out there, or a person that you see that you think would just be sick to sit on the couch? Let me know. If there's or a type of subject that you want us to cover, or something that you want us to do. Is there anything that you want us to do? Just let us know as well. Leave that in the comments, yeah? Love, guidance, light, every time. Let's go to America quickly.
Go on.
Jerry Springer.
Oh,
Jerry
Sam,
Springer.
Chucky, EA. What do you mean,
away.
what happened?
What?
Jerry Springer's dead, fam. Do you know what's
Right,
crazy?
everyone's hurt, you know?
Jerry.
Do you know I'm vexed, yeah? A year ago, I was going to order them stupid, cheesy Jerry Springer t-shirts they used to wear. And it was £12.
Look, he's a pioneer.
It's £12.
That's
I don't want to
crazy.
look
Oh, do
now.
you know how much that's going up to
I don't want to
now?
look now. I don't want to look now. I really wanted it. I've wanted it my whole life.
Jerry Springer opened my eyes to that type of television. You know that?
He's a pioneer.
I
That's
didn't know
basically
nothing
what
about
deep it
because
really
I think Ricky Lake was about before him and that, but I didn't really fuck with. You see, Jerry Springer.
My best Jeremy Cow.
Oh my god,
Chaos.
brother!
Apparently, they were setting up the people though. They would set up the guests.
Of course.
No, what
And
was
then
it?
mad
Was it
thing.
Steve? What was it? Remember Steve? Let me tell you something. This Don was going viral before viral even was a thing.
I'm telling you, bro. You see Jerry Springer, yeah? You knew it was fake. It was one episode. I used to watch it religiously with my mum. I'm a mummy's boy. So me and mum used to watch this religiously, bro. The time I saw an episode, I found it on Twitter yesterday. I was so happy. Where the black guy calls his girlfriend to the stage to reveal that he's black. She goes, what? I didn't know you were black, fam. I just remember me and my mum. I almost wet myself.
How did they get away with that? That's crazy.
But it was so
It
funny.
was a different time. It was a different time.
It was so, no,
Yeah,
it's
have you
fine.
seen- is this a quick one? Wait, what was this?
Nah.
Which one was this? Just for people that are listening, yeah, we are looking at Jerry Springer shocking confessions. Is this one he's talking about?
Here it is. Oh my.
John, I understand you have a confession to make.
That's right, Jerry. I have something to tell the girl I love.
All right, let's bring out Tracy.
Tracy comes out. He hugs.
Tracy, you know I love you so much. But I have a confession to make.
Oh,
I'm black.
What? John, how can you
What's
tell
wrong
me
with
you're
Donnie?
black, you lying son of a bitch? You know how much I hate Nick. My family hates Nick. Oh, I'm disgusted.
How's she backing out? She's backing out, you know. She's getting mad.
You didn't see that he was black?
Jerry,
No,
I
wait.
never even noticed.
I
I
got
was
Jerry
so
Springer,
totally in love.
wait, that was another thing that I used to love about Jerry. Yeah?
Wow.
Go back. Go back. Wait, that's it. That's the part I used to love. No, so go back, yeah. Go back just a little bit. Right. So it's the part, yeah, where the partner comes out, and this used to always happen pretty much, yeah. The partner sits down. This is it now. So what? The partner sits down. Here's my favorite part. They hug each other. Everything's all good. And then it's this bit. The hands.
hand.
Baby. You know I love you. It's that bit. I just love that bit.
Look how she got a quick, you know.
This camera angle behind this, wait for it. This camera angle is the greatest camera angle.
Oh. These cameramen
Oh, and I
didn't
used
get
to
paid
love.
enough.
That's another thing I used
They
to
go
love.
handheld.
I used to love seeing the cameras running up and down the thing.
Oh, with Maury. The Maury one that runs back. Oh, fam. I'm sorry, the cameramen didn't get paid enough respect, fam.
Oh my god.
Why is there no
bro.
sound?
I don't know.
Technicals. Honestly, that episode there, I just never forget. Me and my mum were. There was better episodes. One time the KKK came on. There we go.
Which one's this one?
I come across this on
Oh,
YouTube.
surprise! I'm unbanned.
Is it?
I didn't have Sky when I was a younger G.
Yeah,
Brother, I missed out, fam. I was
You know
watching,
what?
No, we had. I
Like,
had
clips of it on YouTube. In the early days of YouTube.
You had it. Yeah. It was old school. And even all these nuances of like people like saying different sexes and all of that. Cause Jerry was on that from day.
I swear.
What's this?
Early, bro.
Interested? To me, that's a thought. Straight up. I would never take a thought on a date. I'm sorry. I mean, it's real. I
But this
can't.
is new.
So why you call me here for, huh?
Because you called me a thought.
Well, you got treated like one. What do you expect me to say? He's sorry?
Yeah, like why you're and like why are you calling me a thought?
Because you are respected as a thought. I can't respect you as a
So
boy.
what are you? What are you?
I'm a man.
And I'm a man too.
She done got him.
I'm gonna beat your ass like a man then. I'm gonna beat your ass like a...
Stop. Yeah, you can stop
Brother.
that. You can stop that. You can stop that.
Say,
Ah,
hey, people.
Jerry,
Springer,
man.
The best.
Jerry was the best, bro. The best. This man brought just smoke to the TV. Do you know what? Jerry Springer was the early version of World Star Hip Hop.
Yep.
Yeah.
He was
Really?
the early version of that.
Really.
You just saw it. Any type of relationship stuff, you know what I mean?
He just
was
really
there.
centered culture. Like, you know, like White America, that sort of trailer park, and what Eminem was talking about.
Yeah.
He had that in abundance on his show. You really got to see that part of America. But then even Atlanta, America, like some of the southern, you got to see that part. All he done was the working class families in America, and guess what? I loved it.
Yeah, straight.
He's better than, fam. There's certain people that can't die. For me,
Go.
Jerry Springer,
Right.
Jeremy Kyle,
Right.
Maury Povich,
Maury Povich.
Trisha Goddard,
Oh my god.
Sally Jesse Raphael. I know she might all be dead.
Who's that?
This is old school now. This is
Who's
old
that?
school. Sally came out at the same time as Oprah Winfrey. She was the white Oprah.
Was she? Wait, I think
with
I
the red
know who you're
glasses.
talking about.
You don't even know.
TV
You wasn't
IQ
there.
got crazy.
I had Sky.
Your TV
You didn't
IQ got
come
crazy
on, he didn't
still.
have
I
Sky
didn't
like
watch
me.
this. I didn't watch
Sally
this.
Jesse
You know, I
Raphael
didn't
was
have this
really
channel.
outside.
I
Yeah,
didn't
I
have
had
this
Sky.
channel.
My dad sold drugs. Come on, we had that. We had chip cable. We had this stuff. I don't know. He can go. He can
What are
go.
you saying, Dr. Phil? Can die? Turn that down. Turn that down. Turn it down.
I was a nerd. Now I'm a knockout. Do you know who? Jenny Jones.
turn it down,
Jenny
turn it
Jones
down.
can't
Turn it
die.
down. Turn it down.
What do you call this TV? Like,
Huh?
what do you call this type of TV?
Turn it all the way down, bro.
Just pause it.
It's like reality, innit?
You trying to sound like
Ah,
face?
yeah, let's just stop it. Stop it. Because this is going to confuse the audio people then.
Jenny Jones is another person.
I never watched
Rappers-
it. Right, you watched a lot of them, innit?
What? The girls want to take over, get some cash in the Jenny Jones makeover. You didn't want that from no pigeons. Come on, fam. I watched Bear. Me and my mum used to sit down and watch TV when I was younger.
Well, oh, yeah, I hear that. Do you know what? My granny, on my dad's side, do you know what she used to make me watch? Over and over and over and over and over again. Dirty Dancing.
What?
Dirty Dancing with what's his name, Patrick Swayze.
I've never
my
seen that
God.
film in my life.
She used to
I've
make
never
me
seen that.
watch this.
It's one of those ones you gotta watch though, innit? Yeah.
And over and like she just never stopped watching that.
She have a bad memory.
And is her next thing? No, that was her. She used to fancy Patrick Swayze.
What about Breakfast Club?
No.
Did
Was
she,
there something called Ghost as well?
Ghost, yeah, did she watch? I was gonna say, did she watch Ghost?
Was that Patrick Swayze as well?
Come on.
Man used to enjoy it. Good 5 channels as a young G. 'Cause
Serious?
my mum, yeah. Well, we had cable for a little while because that's even the only bit of like.
Chip?
I remember watching wrestling and stuff.
Chip cable?
Something like that. There was
My
a little
brother.
box.
Yeah,
but I was a
yeah,
young G. Then that went.
What
When that went,
Yeah.
5 channels.
God.
I was living. I think it really made man grateful. So then we got Freeview when you know when Freeview kind of become.
Yeah.
a
Oh, yeah.
And it was mad. But my older brother, he had Sky in his room.
Oh,
So imagine
what?
that he's at 16. He's got what I'm getting is I'm getting scared. I'm gonna pay for it. It's going in my room. I think my mum was probably on this. I'm not getting that. I don't want all these shiny.
Oh yeah.
So my
mum's like that as well, by the way.
Yeah, do you get? I'm not. That's
My mum's late to the party with everything.
Yeah.
I don't want to get that because of. I don't want everyone to know where.
And then it's a brethren that puts them on. I was like, and they're like, oh yeah, show me.
Yeah,
but
I
I try to tell
hear
you.
you.
Do you know what I'm saying? It'll be a brethren.
I hear you.
But and then I used to sneak in his room or your mate. That's how I got Channel U. Thank God, I got to enjoy a bit of Channel U just from going to my older brother's room, and he was just boom. He was showing me everything like rah.
Do you know how long it took my mum to get an Oyster card? I don't want them to know. I said, Mum, are you like? Have you got a life?
I don't know
about. Have you got a life that I don't know about?
well.
Because what is it that you don't want the government to see?
Word.
You working in the NHS? What are you doing? What's happening?
You're like saying, Mum, they got these details everywhere.
Mum, they know. Yeah, Mum, they know where you live. You know, like they've got your address. They can contact you at any point. But you don't want to get Oyster card. My mum got Oyster card late. She was paying the extra because remember at one point it was more expensive if you didn't get Oyster card. Yeah, she was paying the P. She was paying the P.
Happily.
Yeah. She's only just as now. She's like now she's doing the online banking thing.
Tesco.
Yeah, or saying whether you guys.
No. She weren't on that either.
See that, Mum? Yeah, my mum. What?
She went on. She's on it now though.
My mum's on that.
She's not having it.
My mum was on club cards. So when they asked me, I'd say I'm not even that committed, fam. But respect though. Club card.
Tesco's one shit anyway.
Is it?
Well, kinda because it's like the points are just dead. Quickly, is Patrick Swayze dead?
I'm dead.
Yes.
He's dead.
When did he die?
Time ago, bro.
Oh, 2009.
How did he die?
We can find out.
Patrick Swayze, man. How did he die? he was like one of them heartthrobs.
But do you know what? Yeah.
Cancer.
Oh, cancer, mad.
The thing is, he's a dead thing though. When I look back at it, he was a dead thing.
Horrible.
I don't understand why Yellow going mad over there.
He was like, do you know what it is? Yeah, is that
He's
the
got small eyes.
the media put him as like the beauty standard, and occasionally they did that with these types of people. You were like the beauty standard, and then they just made people believe that this is how they were supposed to look. They were supposed to have their hair like this, and they're supposed to have their face like that, and whatnot. That's a whole media thing, and your eyes are supposed to be like that.
Yeah.
And you meant to have no lips. Cause you know what? There was some of the gals back in the day, yeah, I can't lie to you. When they were like, that's the beauty standard, I'm like, that right there, God forgive me, I know beauty's the eyes of the beholder, but who is the beholder here? Because I don't know anyone that rates this thing.
What is the beauty standard now?
Shift is brazy right now. Hey,
I feel like
that's going brazy right now.
Oh, that is it.
That's
The lip fillers thing. Can I tell you?
I'm not judging it. Hey, whatever.
I
It's just
am.
interest. Oh,
That's why I love you, no?
I am.
So am I.
we saying not rating
I think
it.
it is an absolute.
blew like a
I think
blowfish.
it is a. Go on.
No,
Look at
I'm saying,
blowfish.
no, but do you know how much women you won't that have it? You won't know.
Oh, I know.
That's no.
Oh, I
There's
know.
that when it's the duck. That's crazy.
The duck thing is
But
insane.
I'm telling you right now, there's like, I was at my brethren's studio, just bumped into some girls that were there. I was like, oh, what are you doing in this space as well? She's like, oh, I do, what do you call it? Lip fillers and all that, Botox. Oh, not Botox, that's something else, but yeah, lip fillers. I'm like, oh, swear down. I'm like, oh, lots of people are getting that now, innit? She's like, yeah, I got it. I wouldn't, bro. Her lips don't look like how it don't look like that.
Yet. Because this is the thing. This is where it starts.
It does.
It starts there like that. It starts with, let me just have a little bit. Oh, it's just a bit. Just a tiny bit. And then it starts to become a mad thing. Bro, sometimes some of them look like they've been punched in the mouth.
Fuck.
And in fact, do you know what? It's so mad that it makes me feel uncomfortable because I think, am I looking at it too much? You know, like when
No,
someone's
you're
talking
not.
to me and I'm like, I'm trying to not even, because it's just, the lip is so in my face, bro. It's mental. It's
Chucky, think about it. We're plus 30. I remember a life without white people with lips. So just because they have lips now, don't feel I think this is a blessing from God. I know this is a blessing from the doctor. Harley Street, Turkey, or whatever little Instagram posters DM'd you.
No,
I know this.
Their brethrens are doing it.
They're brethren, isn't it?
Yeah, their brethrens are just doing it now.
And
But do you know what is sad as
stinks,
well? Is
man.
that you're seeing quite a lot of black girls getting it done too.
Why?
And I think that's-
This is
I think that
no, 100%.
Why?
is insane.
I got friends that I wouldn't even. I
My
wouldn't have known them.
sisters, you don't have to, you know. Do you
But
know what, sisters?
do you know what that is?
Be patient.
You know what I think
Even
that
with
is,
the BBL, be patient because you see, you get a woman bod at like 30. I'm telling you, there's nothing like it. You can't go doctor for that. A woman bod is mad. I look at the woman like, yo.
There's a whole standard now of beauty that's constantly shifting, and I think it's because online.
Yeah.
So it's the characters we see online, whether that's an influencer, it's a female rapper, it's even, I don't know, whoever. Like, there's beauty standards. As we know, online is making the world smaller, right? So communities are closer. So I think the standards that are just like looks online, whether it's a singer that's done it, it's just being shared. So it's not really about like white or black as much anymore, whatever. It's just like, this is just the look. So you see certain girls who put on makeup, you look like the other girl. Do you know what I'm saying? The way they do it, the way they do the whatever the stuff that they do.
They all look the same.
I feel like there's a criteria to it that's like,
Everyone's
you
the
look,
same.
you know what I'm saying? It's like, you look like.
But that's cool though, because that's all. The thing is,
But that's where it's coming from. Do you get it? That's what I think. So part of that now is you just do this. It's just the same little touch as doing the makeup now, putting your eyelashes
But it's
on.
always existed though. Like in my school, there was a era and a phase where girls were wearing like Teletubby socks and bags and shit like that, and that was their beauty standard, so to speak. And they all hung around together, and that was their thing. And there was another time where all the girls in my school just got these. They watched some manga or some, God knows, some Chinese film, and they all started getting their hair like Chung Li and them thing there. So there's loads of different beauty standards at different scales throughout my whole life I've always seen. This one here, I just reckon all the people that are getting it done probably hung and done the same things in school as well. Do you know where I'm coming from? So it's just like, it's nothing too dissimilar. It's just that the end product for me is just a little bit more disgusting.
Yeah. I mean, I agree, but I think that the difference is the lengths that people are going to look a certain way now. Because before, when you're just if you just buy like a certain thing and you put it in your hair, or you're just buying a clothes like I don't know, a pair of jeans or whatever, it's one thing. But when you're getting a flight or you're having an injection, I think back in the day, kind of one of the things that people were doing was they were starving themselves, innit? Remember the size 0 thing?
Oh my God, them
era,
Egypts.
And then you could almost see like their ribs and stuff. And I think that was almost birthed a little bit through the whole supermodel thing, where like people were trying to look like supermodels and they would like stick thin and that, and it wasn't healthy. And you probably found like a lot of women that were, you know, making themselves sick and whatnot. And they did do some stuff to stop that after a period of time. But now it's gone the complete other way, where it's like everything needs to be bigger. Everything needs to be bigger. The lips need to be bigger. The arse needs to be bigger. This needs to be, everything needs to be bigger. And we're getting to a point, I say this all the time. Remember I said this? Because there's going to be a day when we're not going to record the pod anymore. But remember I said this, and mute the word. You see, right now, that men are the ones that are overwhelmingly, like, committed. Trust me when I tell you, this is going to increase. The gap is going to narrow purely because there are going to be so much people that are going to get old because they're forgetting that bit. They're forgetting this bit. Yesterday, they're older than they were yesterday, by the way. Every day you're getting older. So everyone's forgetting that the fact that you're going to get old. And see, when you get to a time when you're like 60, if you get there, you're going to hate the sight of yourself. And it's going to be a next thing after a next thing after a next thing. And there's going to be some people that won't be able to afford the maintenance. And then what happens then?
Well, some people are dying now. Someone got.
No, they are. Of course they are.
Two people died recently. What, they spent 220k to look like some Asian pop star, ended up killing himself, and some next woman just died recently trying to look like Kim K. So, like I said, boy, women. It's women that I love anyway.
Watch how much it increases.
Listen, the women that I love.
Interesting. That's a very interesting.
Get to 30. Trust me.
Body dysmorphia.
Get to 35. You see that bod you're gonna have. Sensational. Harley Street can't do it like that.
It's quite. It's sad when you look at when you deep it like that, man.
Of course it is.
But you know what?
It's really sad. Like,
do you know the saddest thing about the whole thing is? This is why I think these gal they're lost the plot. I don't care what any of them say. They all lost the plot. They get their body done, and the first place they go is to the gram to announce it to the world. And I'm like, this is not a degree. This is not a new job. This is not a picnic. This is Harley Street. I don't get that obsession with letting the world know that I got new lips or new tits or a new arse. I don't get it.
Yeah.
And the guys that are doing it, I got new abs. I just think brother,
it's part of the validation. If they didn't do that, it's almost like they might as well not get it.
Fam,
get it. Like,
that's the key part of it all is the validation. None of this is, well, I shouldn't say none of it, but a large percentage of it, if everyone is being real, isn't about internal. It's all external. It's all external. Yes, it's something that feeds into their, when they get the gratification, then it does feed a little bit into your internal. But ultimately, it's not that. It's everything is all external. And that's where people are going wrong, I believe. Look, of course, you know what? Everyone wants to look everyone wants to look good in some way, shape, or form. But you know what? Like, we have to try our best some way, somehow, to reverse elements of this. Like, it's so important to do that. Make for the next generation, because it's crazy. You know what? So many youths are not even looking like their parents. People are having youths, and they don't look like their parents at all. Listen, do you know what's gonna? Do you know what's gone? I'll tell you what's going. Do you know what's going?
Yeah.
Remember back in the day when people used to say, "Oh, you got you got your dad's nose. Oh, you got your mum's nose. That's gone.
Now you don't.
That's gone.
You got your mum's. No, you don't.
Designer babies is a real thing right now as well. You know.
What do you mean?
You know where you can customize your baby to have certain height, eyes.
How do you do that?
It's a real thing.
What people are doing?
People that got a lot of money are doing that.
Trying to customize their baby.
Yes. I remember hearing about this in secondary school, and a cousin of mine.
That's quite deep, actually.
Told man about a friend, and they had said like, look, yo, we know someone that's. So I haven't researched it myself, but from what I know, they said they got money, and they was able to say, yo, we want this to be like this, and this to be like that. That's a mad thing.
On a deeper thing,
that's writing off your whole gene.
Of course.
Writing it off.
On a deeper thing, do you know what, to be honest with you? I genuinely feel this planet celebrates mental illness. I genuinely feel the planet celebrates it, and I think the planet lacks genuine love. And as soon as I say they celebrate mental illness, the things that I used to see on Jerry Springer were just on Jerry Springer are now everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. Some of the things I used to see on Jerry Springer, like the KKK, we used to look at that as some joke thing that we got to get rid of. Them man have got like 5 television channels now. Them man have got widespread coverage. All of the things that we looked at as this is a mental illness, we need to get rid of it, is now, they get so much coverage.
It's in our face
every day. It's in our face every single day that it's been indoctrinated into society like this is the way it should be. So now, I just think there's more mentally ill people today than there probably ever was at any point. Everyone's lost the plot, and it's all due to a lack of love for self. Every single moment people want to go off and find something else to make them more validated, or find a new struggle, or say I'm going through this. There always needs to be some external validation in order for people to feel love, rather than I could have no social media nut and just go about my life and live my life on a cool one. Like, that doesn't exist anymore, it seems like. And I just think it's for
mad.
Validation and love.
Big lack of love still.
Maybe this might predate slavery and stuff like that, but you know that the designer baby thing that you're talking about, there was a form of that back in the day. So what they used to do, or them times there,
is it?
Yeah. So they used to like put certain people together to breed so that they could have more of a certain type of worker. So let's just say, for example, if they had like, you know, a big, strong sort of black man who's ripped or whatever, and they had a woman who was like super athletic or whatnot, then they would have them two breed together so they could have another child that was almost a replica of them, or the same as like someone that might have been like super agile or whatever. They would have those two people breed so that they could have. And it's
we do that today
well.
now, though. People do that. Some people that are into sports, they're looking for a partner that's really into sports as well, so that they can help. You know what I mean? In a certain way, still. Yeah. But I get exactly.
I guess it's different from the point of like
the
someone
intention
saying,
doing it for
you know what, you and you.
Yeah,
but
you're right.
Obviously, there are some people that today they're like, you know what, like they're thinking, I want my child to have this type of gene, so I am gonna have a baby, or I'm gonna try and have a baby with you, or I want you to have a
especially
baby.
when that is so surface, where even what you're saying with like back then, it's almost like we're doing this to serve this whole community, like we're trying to build people that can build our homes or whatever. That's interesting. Still very different intention behind them.
I'm sure you'll find.
It's very two different intentions.
You're trying to develop a healthy you. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
Is what I'm saying.
Not like what I'm trying to do.
And also, big honourable shout out to Jamie Foxx as well. I know we're still over there, but
what a guy!
You know, he had a stroke recently, and that was really sad to hear, man. Apparently, he had like super high blood pressure.
Is he come through it yet, or?
Nah, they just said that he's lucky to be alive. That's all they've said.
Serious?
He's lucky to be alive,
thanks,
and that he's not able to speak. So, he's not able to speak.
So wait, out of curiosity, how do those things come about? Like
diet
And
is a big part of. Is a massive part of it.
He was putting on some mad weight, you know. I won't lie to you. At one point, he was looking Django times. You could see he's in the gym and doing his thing.
I'll tell you what can cause that as well. Salt.
Salt.
man. This is when you look at like this is a deeper thing as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
You look at people from like Caribbean countries in particular. You know, growing up, you'd always hear like your grandmother saying, you're going to raise my blood pressure or whatever. Blood pressure is such a thing. A lot of that is in the seasoning in the food that we put on our food. There's so much salt in the seasoning. It's actually not good for us.
So why are we doing it?
But in America, it's even, you know, like,
all the fried chicken and that.
their whole laws in terms of like, there's so much food that we can't get here because of the ingredients that they put
That's
there.
why we don't have Sunny Delight here anymore.
Swear down.
Sunny Delight was a madness. The amount of sugar that was in that.
Yeah.
Madness.
Do you-
But
there are
sorry, just in a nutshell, like things like that.
Serious?
You raise your blood pressure that high, bro, collapse.
Brother, we need to... Yo, we have to start sharing these things, you know.
But you know what as well? Them things are spiritual as well, and it's like stress as well, you know.
Yeah, stress,
Like
of
stress,
course.
and on a spiritual level, you can create illness.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't
Literally.
even think it's like a spiritual level. I just think that just makes sense. Like, it's your body.
Yeah, but that's
Yo.
what we call spiritual. So that's what I'm saying. You could explain it practically, like like say if you're mad stressed, you're dealing with bare things or whatever, where you got stuff in your life, and where that can build, because the way your body is, it could build illness.
Of course, your
Do you get
body's
it?
not functioning at the rate it should.
But you would call it, you know what I'm saying? So on spiritual levels, like, right, you've been on dealing with stress for wickedness. You know what I'm saying?
That's it. I wouldn't even call it spirit. I'll just be like, it's your body. Your
I
body
hear it.
is fucking up every single day.
He's rebuking his
There
spiritual
can't
thing.
be...
But if you
Have to. Have
He's
to.
not having it. He's just,
No,
you're not
but I know-
going to
I-
win with that.
You're not going to win.
He doesn't
No,
want
I
it.
get
He
where
doesn't
you
want
come from with it, but
I hear you though.
nah, bro, for me, it's like, it's just what people call spiritual. It's like, but it's just the practical stuff every day that is a spiritual thing though to man, if you get what I'm saying.
fair, man.
Yeah.
It's a semantics thing. That's
Yeah,
all.
it's just
But,
All right, there we go. Now, Jackie, thank you.
But yeah, no, I hear that. It is mad still, and it is super important to like sometimes look at these things, get blood tests and all of that type of stuff. But they were saying that his blood pressure was absolutely just through the roof, like through the roof. And
That's sad.
That's crazy.
and having a
Jamie
stroke
Foxx,
is
you
not
know?
nice.
Can't
Yeah.
use Jamie.
You can't lose. That's another one that can't die. Jamie
Nah,
Foxx.
Jamie Foxx can't.
Can't
bro.
Jamie. You know.
The foxhole. Listen, this Don is hilarious and talented, and you know he's one of them man who can just do everything.
He was one of the first, like, his stand-ups are good as
Yeah,
well. You know?
they're
amazing.
He does
incredible.
plays
bruv.
and he does like the Prince.
Plays- yeah.
Amazing.
Brother.
He sings, plays the piano. Like obviously he's a comedian. He's a very good actor, and yeah. And also remember he had a moment where he had like rhythms out that were doing a madness. Blame it on. Listen, he had a moment. He had a moment.
What was your thinking the first time? I never forget the first time I saw a Kanye West video. Because I remember I heard the song on the album. I was like, oh, whatever. When you
Slow
saw the
jams.
video Slow Jams and you see Jamie Foxx,
Yeah.
what was your first? Because remember, by that point, we just know him because he's a comedian.
Yeah, but do you know what? It kind of made sense to me because at the end of all of his stand-ups, he would always play the piano.
Hundreds.
Sing,
Yeah, but he
Yeah,
had
and
a
he'd
song
sing.
out before on the album and it bombed.
Oh yeah,
I remember
didn't
that
even
as well.
really know too much about that.
It
but
bombed. Yeah, it bombed. It was terrible.
But
then
yeah, I don't know, like,
when he
it-
came back,
Yeah, mad. He's had Jamie Foxx has had a very complete career, in a sense that like he clocked the comedy thing. You know, he was doing big venues at a very young age. He's done the music thing. You know what I mean? He's
Very
like
well.
traveled as an artist, just as
acting
that,
as well, he's
and
done
sang.
big
And then the
feats as well.
acting, Ray Charles.
Yeah,
The way that
I saw
he
people the other
embodied
day.
Ray Charles, mad. Like, you know, he's done so much, and then on top of that,
Say
he's
that again?
super respected.
say again, Ray what?
Ray Charles.
Oh, he said it funny before, didn't it?
Oh, did I?
Ray Childs.
Oh, sorry.
It's passion.
But yeah, he's like, and on top of that, he's just mad respected. You get what I'm saying? He's got bare stories about parties and that he's had, and all these different types of artists and actors and actresses that have been in his yard and whatever. He had a lot of stories to tell, man.
I can't lie, we've seen him in a party. He's the man. Me and Vuj went to a party like 2018 in LA, and Jamie Foxx just ran in out of nowhere. I was super gassed. And the people that were working there, he's like got them in a circle to dance, and he's like, "I'll give the best dancer like £1,000 or something." Like, he's behind the booth, and he gave him £1,000, and then
Just brought some lit energy.
and brought some buff gal out the
I bet
dance.
he-
I said, "My
Listen,
brother."
I bet he's
Said
chopped
Jamie.
so many cold ones.
Brother.
So many cold ones. And do you know what? How many times has he probably, like, has he been in situations where a woman is just not even being on him at all? And he has laughed his way into that Penang bread. Oh my God. You see that's a gift in itself, you
Yeah,
know.
100.
Like, a woman might not be attracted to you, but if you can make her laugh, and if you can belly make her laugh, that belly laughter, oh my God, Panaan bread to bits.
I reckon that's the only reason why Specs has kids.
Hey, no rules. No rules. That's tough.
Alright, cool. Have you got howlers?
But
Not just yet, but have you got some?
of course.
Ah,
And they
Of course
stink.
he's got howlers.
They stink.
Let me just ask you. Let me just
Smell
let me just speak to you quickly, my bro. How are you, man? What's going on with you?
I'm cool, man. I can't complain. I'm decent. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah.
But it's not about me.
It's not about you.
What have you been up to? What's been happening? Like musically, what's been going on with you?
But I've been up and down, you know. It feels like I've been running around doing a lot. From shooting and working with brands, working on the next thing that's actually coming out, which is a joint project with G.O.A.T.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's beautiful, man.
I love Cadia.
Yeah, he's so talented. The energy that we put into this project is special. We was on a warring thing. We was on like, bro, I spun you, bro. Like, you
Okay.
got spun. Do you know what I'm saying? Like so it breeded like a good sort of energy. Like I don't think no lines are wasted on me. When you hear this project, like it's like, oh, okay, I get it. And there was a lot of love put into it. We go to sessions, talk for 2-3 hours before we make music.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? There's reason. So that's coming. Just fixing you know what it's like as well, because I know you know this with Vibba, like just fixing the last parts to just make the music come together. Even if it's like you want to do a little skit, sometimes it's like the energy and days that might take to make that come together. That's where we're at with that project.
Because it has to feel right.
It has to feel right, yeah. Which is dope. And been traveling a lot, man. Done a lot of Europe last year, early this year. Been in Paris loads. I don't know what it is, but I've been just shows and a few like brand stuff. So I'm moving and shaking, bro. Really, do you know what I'm saying? I'm moving and shaking. That's like, raw. Man's been in this for a while now.
Yeah, man.
Man's
I
been
see
in
you
this for a
hustling
while.
a lot. Yeah, I see you hustling a lot, man. And like, as a few times I've been to shows or been a part of shows and whatnot, and seen you like either perform or come out for someone or whatnot, and like, I see you definitely in a place where you're like, I feel like you know what the plan is when you're touching the stage, as opposed to like, some people just come on and they're just like, yeah, do you know what? I'm just gonna do my thing, I'm gonna leave or whatnot. But I feel like you go on a vibe of, I'm trying to win someone over here. Do you get what I'm saying? I want them, if they don't know who I am now, if they don't know who I am now, when I leave, I want them to know who I am. Do you get what I'm saying? And there's a little bit of difference in the objective when it comes to that side of things, right?
I appreciate the observation, you know, but that's kind of interesting. You said that. I think that comes from, and I'm not sure what shows you've seen me at, but as you know, I come from House of Pharaohs, the collective. Yeah. And the main driver behind how we got our name was from live shows. You're talking 2014, 15, 16, very different time. And we would go to venues, it's like 10 man, 6, 7 artists, and we're just going crazy. We do mad trap music, we're dashing water in the crowd, and we're crowd surfing. It's like, that's kind of been our energy. It's like, we're gonna go there, we got a song that's barely mixed, the mixing's dead, and we're just gonna go crazy and infect you with the energy. So that's kind of like the school I come from in terms of performance. So I know that even when I'm going out here at a lot of different shows, these people don't know me. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes they do, and when it's my own show, I think you'll still probably get that, like, I want to win you over, because I love that. I love looking at someone when I'm performing. It might be like, I might be at a show and they're looking, they're kind of stiff, and I'm singing a whole bar to them until they smile. Right. Do you know what I mean? And I'm gonna crack a smile and move. Do you know what I'm saying? So I love that. And even if they're at my show and I know them, I like that same connection and intimacy. So yeah, it's kind of like the school I come from, but again, I've been in so many places where people don't know, man. I need to show you that this thing's sick, because this thing's crazy. Do you get it? So it's like, all right, let's go. I put a lot of love into it, and that's just how I love performing.
What's your objective now? Like, what are you trying to achieve now?
As a person, as an artist, as
an
music,
artist, yeah, like professionally.
Great moments, and you know, well, they're linked, but things that mean something to me, because overall, that's where it's at. And I think through creating these like great moments and contributing, I guess I always like to say this as well, like contributing positively. I feel like man's had a massive contribution to the culture already through House of Pharaohs and through Sam Wise. But like just contributing like to different things to come here and just speak, like that's a contribution to the, do you know what I'm saying, the culture, whatever. Contribute on music, push it forward. And I think we're seeing that now, because where the artists that are coming out of the UK right now and getting traction, a lot of them come from the same school of what we've been doing for years. Do you get it? So it's beautiful. So I think for man, it's contribution and creating moments, you know what I mean? Being part of things that are cool. House of Pharaohs, created great moments, and that whole space when it was, whatever you talk about, like old Shoreditch, I mentioned it earlier, Ace Hotel, Cameo, these places, like nightlife before what it was today. It was a great time, so it's still contributing to these moments now. That's what I want to do, really, bro.
And personally,
what do I want to achieve personally?
What's your objective now?
It's pretty much the same as the music objectives. It's pretty much to be able to create the best environments for myself to do what I do best.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? That's it. I just do me. Whatever I do is calm. There's no pressure. Like nothing has to be. Everything I do, like it's just like just do it, G. It's calm. It's no pressure. Do you know what I mean? I think sometimes it's easy in this space, and I've definitely experienced it, to be like just go, and you get too controlling over everything. And it's funny because I would always speak about like letting go, and then letting go, you just find that things flow, things come to you. You don't have to really stress it out. Just be. But I found that like I was almost trying to control things to the point I didn't even realize. And it's not like it's been a major issue and played in my career, but it's like, just letting things be, creating as I want to create, doing what I want to do, and that's where it's at. And in it, I have fun. I meet great people, and we have great times, and I make bread.
Yeah, man, we give thanks.
You understand?
So, like, for anyone who don't know, where are they finding you?
Samwise, Spotify. If you want to find me on the socials, it's Samwise LDN. Part of a collective called House of Pharaohs. You also find us on the socials at House of Pharaohs. Performing at Fabric, May 10th. Slide.
Nice.
If you guys want to pull up, I could put you on guest list, but no stress because I know it's like I don't be stepping.
No,
up.
you're good, man.
Too
You're
tough.
a good performer. Definitely. You're definitely a good performer, man. Always energy in that, and like you always leave an impression, and that's the most important thing, I think. Like, especially when you're doing a show for another artist, if you can just go and you can leave an impression, and you can leave people just feeling something. Yeah, that's a W in itself. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, man, we give thanks, man.
We give thanks always.
Poe, Howlers.
You know, I feel like I should change the name.
Why?
Don't know. Something to do with Feels Right. Feels Right Friday. Who knows? Maybe. But for now, we are at the Howlers. And do you know what? They stink. They always stink every week.
Cool.
This week's no different. And I think this week's about safety and partners and making sure you align yourself with the right partner. Now, I think we say in life that you want to go for someone that has the qualities or that you don't have. And some of the things you have are not qualities, of people someone else has. Some of them are just differences. And differences are not always good. I'm just going to play a short video for you. And you tell me how much you like this difference.
When I was 23, I married a young lady that everybody was telling me not to, but I was like, look, y'all don't understand our love. So we get into a huge argument one day, and the first time I tried to leave, she ran out the house and hit the windshield with a shovel and shattered the windshield.
Ooh, that's pretty bad.
Not too long after that, we get into another argument. So I had a pistol on deck at all times, so she wouldn't grab it. Like, you're not going to leave this time. You're going to listen to me finish this argument. I was holding our son at the time, right? I turn to leave. She shoots me in the forearm. The bullet goes...
So, the difference there is that your missus is a psychopath.
To bits.
That's not a quality. Especially when you find out after you've left her, she kills her next husband.
Brother.
Stinker. Now, I'm not going to say I'm the person that chooses women right. I've had some howlers. But at least I can say my woman hasn't shot me.
I know.
holding my son.
Yeah, that is crazy.
The howler doesn't go with the guy because I support the man, them, my brother. The howler goes with the woman, though. This stinks.
Yeah, that's outrageous.
That
bro.
stinks.
Hey, he got away with life.
He did.
He
you know what?
survived.
You know what? I actually heard that. Do you know what he said though? He said at the end of that basically the bullet grazed
The child's head.
The child's head. Shot him in his elbow. Grazed the child's head or some shit like that. And she continued to press the thing. But the gun jammed.
Jammed. So because it jammed.
The gun jammed. So anyway, now boom, she's gone jail. She's gone jail for that. She's come out, ended up meeting some next Don. The Don, she ended up duppying the Don in his sleep. Shot him 3 times.
You mean that's bad?
Mental illness is
Now-
a real boy.
Oh, I'm celebrating. Now, a couple of weeks ago, Sam, I was here and I was talking about going halves. Going halves, you know. It's getting expensive out here. I don't want to pay for everything. A woman has to come in and intervene.
Right then.
I've now changed my mind. Jagged Edge, let's not get married now.
Yeah.
We're going back to future and we're telling gal, don't get too comfortable. Because when they get comfortable, things happen that I don't like to see.
Go.
Now, what's one of those things today? Well, the moment your girl is caught in 1K, not 4K, because clearly the camera wasn't that good. Caught in 1K, the night before your wedding, at your stag. Now, if you take the T out of stag and replace it with an L, this could somewhat describe her behaviour. Now, we're all going to have stags, but we're all going to film the stag in 1K where you're laying on your back with the stripper.
Yes.
I can't see the stripper. I guess he stood up whilst you're laying on your back. And his legs are on the floor and your legs are spread on the bed.
You what?
Something tells me the night before your wedding, you just wanted to wed off with someone else. For me, this stinks.
So he's saying the stripper was piping off.
I'm saying in 1K. You couldn't even do it in a proper camera. You filmed it in 1K.
Oh, she holding walk-ins.
Walk in. And do you know what's so bad, man?
Darkness.
Those gal are meant to be your friend. They couldn't even just say, you know what, this is a little wild night, let's not film it. They must film it. They must stream it.
I said, do it, just don't film it. Let me not see that.
I said to you, there's an art to cheating. Learn the art, then perform the part. To me, that's disgusting, and I'm afraid I can't get married. So, girls, I did tell you all, I want to get married. I'm ready to settle down, all of that.
You're not getting married.
I'm settling up. No, I'm not getting married.
That is an absolute madness.
That's a madness still.
And she's holding on to the fucking things. She's wide open.
Brother, she's holding on like this is the greatest ride of her life. Do you know what broke the guy's heart? He's never seen his woman like that.
Oh my God.
And now he has to witness a next man do it in 1K. At least be 4K, man.
In 1K, you know.
240
Oh
on YouTube. It's
and
just
all the
not
brethren,
He's not coming back for that.
and all the friends are
long
just screaming and that. Oh my God.
And the girls are encouraging it. And then was you all gonna? So are those the bridesmaids? Was you all gonna turn up to the wedding the next day?
All the bread, you know, he gets over it for like after a year. He's like, what? He just messages one of the bread. He's like, but you were there, encouraging it. That's crazy.
I'm piping
You
all
know
the
what? One of
bridges.
the friends are always going to snitch though.
I'm piping the friends.
One of the friends is always going to say, listen, Tony.
Tony.
I'm just letting you know, I can't be that. I've got to tell you the truth. No, because obviously she's snitching on her brethren. The reason why she might snitch on her brethren and that as well is because she might be scared that her partner is going to find out what's happened and she don't want to be thrown in this bus.
Cover her back.
Yes. So I'm just letting you know that it wasn't me. Yeah?
But she got me on the counter? No, on the bed, darling. With
you.
a stripper. It is disgusting, so I'm afraid I can't settle down. It's just not my story. No. There are other stories that I feel are quite interesting as well. I realised the other day there's a word you can't say. You now have to say conjoined.
What?
So what was the... You can't say Siamese, I heard. You have to say conjoined.
You can't say what?
Siamese.
Don't make me, hey, don't make him come out.
Brother?
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Fucking come into my country and tell me the words I can't say.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, fucking hell.
So what do you mean, conjoined?
Well, fucking hell, conjoined
What the
twins
fuck
now,
are you talking
geezer.
about?
Well, these conjoined twins, I tell you what, they got 2 heads, 4 arms, and 1 vagina. And they only have 1 person that can see them at any given time.
Oh, so if you're chopping 1 person, you can chop 2.
This is a mad thing.
This is what's happening. The conjoined twins.
Oh,
This is a mad thing.
Oh,
bro.
Only one of them have a boyfriend. This doesn't make
Only
sense.
one.
You have one vagina.
That one is
and you're
smelly.
telling me now you only have, brother.
That's so smelly. So that's
Darling,
gross.
baby girl, you're having a threesome, and it's not the way you usually have threesomes.
so wait, how does he even know that banana bread belongs to her?
He don't. They're
So
both
these times
moaning.
he's thinking that he's got this is his gal, but the banana bread might be the other ones.
So you mean his girl Stacey can scream, but Sally have to pretend she can't feel nothing?
Close her eyes. You know he's acting like it's when he's telling his brothers I got two things. He's telling his brothers I got two things.
Listen, anyhow he plays treacherous twins whilst he's having sex. I am done with him.
Do you know what? I actually forgot that conjoined twins was a thing.
Brother.
I forgot that.
That ain't been taught for time.
I'm not
wild
seeing-
now though. That was wild back in the day.
Yeah.
Siamese twins.
Wait, so what's alright?
Don't play Future Real Sisters. No, none of this.
What's wrong with Siamese? What is Siamese? What is the meaning of Siamese?
EA Sports, could you help us? Because right now, from me,
embarrass myself with the spelling.
I don't know.
you
I ain't got
reckon,
a fucking
brother?
clue.
Come on, man.
It's the cats have come up.
I don't think.
Oh, is it a certain type of cat?
Oh, it's a place. It's probably a place and it got associated with it.
No way. We're learning something.
Just put meaning. Put meaning.
Twins. There you go. Just put twins.
Yeah, my thing.
Siamese cat. But put in
Here we go.
conjoined twins.
Look, even Google's correcting you from the start.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Don't
Exactly.
say it.
Don't say it.
Don't say it.
I hear that.
That's imagine though.
Read this, bro. This is an absolute.
Until the late 1800s, conjoined twins were called monsters. Wow. The term Siamese twins comes from the twin conjoined brothers Chang and Eng Bunka, who were born in Siam,
Now Thailand.
now Thailand.
So the first Siamese twins come from Thailand.
Because you know what?
Mad. Chinese twins. I just
Because every time I'm gonna say something. Nah, I'm not even gonna do it.
no, because we can always edit it out. I want to know now.
Read the rest of that.
I was gonna say because every time I think of the word Siamese, I do think of like Chinese
They'll
or
come to-
like
yeah,
so-
that
like,
comes to-
eat like Asian food.
That's probably what. Because back in the day, I'm
When
sure.
they first arrived to England to become circus exhibits, they were called Siamese twins. Yeah, you can
Oh,
say
That's
yeah,
what. That was
when they
probably
first
what.
arrived
When we
in
first
England.
heard about
Yeah,
Siamese
that's
twins,
nice,
it's probably these lot that they were showing us. That's why we associate it like that in our heads even.
Yeah, but I bet you they had two gal.
Who?
Because they have one man.
It's dark
This
still.
stinks. This stinks.
Nah,
So-
that's mad though. That last line is mad though.
Can
When
I
they
ask you
first
one
arrived
question,
in
though?
England, they became circus exhibits. That is nuts.
So like basically,
It's a mad thing.
in oral,
Can't say that.
I learned this today.
but I'm saying in
Does he
oral,
place himself in the middle and then
in oral, I just want to know
Oh, in oral, you
when he's
can't-
getting head.
That is. I'm gonna be honest with you. It is absolutely rude to get neck from one and not be.
Man, just say
You
on
know-
one side.
Yeah, like because look. I mean, look.
you put a divider there.
Yeah.
Look, obviously you can't make someone do that because then that's borderline. You can't do that, innit? But like, why would you not want to? You get what I'm saying? Like, why
Wait,
would you- if you're one's giving neck, why would you not want to just?
Can I ask you a question then? Because obviously we're all finding out here. Because they have one vagina. That means if one gets turned on, do they both get turned
Yes,
on?
they have to. So how is one gonna act like she's not even?
We say one
involved?
nipple. If one nipple gets hard, the other one has to get hard too.
What's worse is the consent, bro. If one says no, does that mean everybody doesn't?
Man.
Oh, the
Oh
consent.
mad
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
my
consent.
If one
God.
says no, that means that you can't chop.
So say
One's trying to sleep.
does like one half of it get wet and then the other half.
Half get not. Yeah.
So if I spread it and just go in one side and just touch the side of the, I don't know, man. What's going on?
Oh God.
Hey Sam, love for coming through, bro.
Pleasure.
Really
Thank you
appreciate
for
it,
having
man.
me, lads,
Thank you, man.
Come on, man.
Yeah,
Good.
man. All the best. Anything else?
Listen to Nines. I'm in the film. I got the best role. The cameo's incredible. I have.
Oh, what's going on?
It's absolutely incredible.
Best scene
And
in it, yeah?
the best scene. It's the best part of the whole film. And that's about it, boy. Oh yeah,
said
new
that with
Vibra on the way.
absolute chest.
Don't know.
Whoosh.
All right, boom. Thanks for listening, everyone.
Oh
yeah?
yeah, new Phil Fellas with Micah Richards on the way as well.